Hello, I'm Arthur. My friends, today I'm going to talk to you about money habits that most people can't see, but that silently ruin their lives. Because the problem isn't that you don't have enough money, it's that wrong habits are destroying you, and you never even feel it happening. My sons, you pay your bills. You don't make crazy purchases. You might even have a savings account, but somehow you end up in the exact same place every single month. Do you really believe that's a coincidence? This is a system that is trapping you. The first habit, my friends, is this. You pay yourself last. Rent comes out, bills come out, subscriptions come out, and whatever is left at the very end supposedly goes to savings, but nothing is ever left because there's always another expense that comes up, and this cycle never moves you forward. Wealthy people do the exact opposite. The moment money hits the account, it goes first to savings and investments. Then you live on whatever remains, and this isn't a matter of willpower, it's a matter of architecture. The second habit is spending to save. You buy shoes at 40% off. You throw things you don't need into your cart because of buy two, get one free, and you feel smart about it. But, my friends, not spending at all is 100% savings, and the money for that discounted item has already left your pocket. The third habit is not tracking where your money actually goes. My friends, let me ask you your monthly food expense, you'd guess. Let me ask you about your subscriptions. You'd hesitate, because you cannot control what you don't measure, and what you can't control controls you. The fourth habit is lifestyle inflation. You got a raise? Great. You moved to a better home? Great. You started driving a better car? Great. You started going to more expensive restaurants? Great. But 6 months later, you realized you're earning more but feeling the exact same scarcity because your expenses grew right along with your income. The fifth habit is using your credit card like a crutch. My daughters, you swipe now and tell yourself you'll figure it out later, but by the time the bill comes, you'll have been paid again, and this cycle never closes. Interest has piled up, the balance keeps growing, and you become the bank's most loyal customer. The sixth habit is shopping for the person you imagine becoming. You bought running shoes because you wanted to run, but you never ran. You bought kitchen appliances because you wanted to cook, but never took them out of the box. My son's buying is not progress, only doing is progress. The seventh habit is saying yes to everything. Dinner invitations, weekend trips, concert tickets, expensive restaurant birthday celebrations, after-work drinks. Every individual yes seems small, but saying yes to every expense is actually saying no to your goals. You must learn to say no. The eighth habit is saying I'll start when I make more money. My friends, this is basically saying the perfect time never comes, and the same is true with money. There is always a reason to delay, and while you're waiting, compound interest is working for everyone else. A person who can't build good habits with a little money cannot magically build good habits with a lot of money. The ninth habit is treating small expenses as insignificant. My daughter's $5 a day is $150 a month, $1,800 a year, and $20,000 over a decade. Small leaks that each seem insignificant on their own combine into a massive loss when they come together. The 10th habit is putting off investing. My sons, someone who invests $200 a month starting at age 25 reaches roughly $600,000 by age 65, but someone who starts at 35 only reaches $270,000. A 10-year delay cuts the outcome by more than half, and that lost time never ever comes back. The 11th and most important habit is refusing to invest in financial knowledge. My friends, you spend 200 lira without thinking on shoes you'll wear twice. But taking time to learn money management feels unnecessary, and this ignorance is the single cause of every other habit on this list. By watching me right now and learning these things, you have already fulfilled the most important habit. You pay yourself last because nobody taught you otherwise. You fall into lifestyle inflation because you don't know how wealth actually builds. You use your credit card like a crutch because you never truly internalized how interest works against you. My friends, the habits keeping you broke are not random. They are predictable, and they will continue forever until knowledge cuts through them. But know this: you have now seen all of these habits, recognized them, felt them, and that feeling of discomfort is the signal that something needs to change. The habits that got you here won't get you there. Change begins the moment the discomfort of staying the same exceeds the discomfort of doing something different. And that moment is right now, my sons.